Yes, now ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tom Swans YouTube channel, and I realise I'm 6 days late. No, I'm a week late on this, but I think a week is the cut-off point before it expires, so I'm going to get this video out there as quickly as possible. My Summerslam reactions and my opinions on what I thought of it. So let's start off with the less important things. Let's start off with the mid-card titles, right? The United States title match, Logan Paul with his 260 plus day reign as US champ, third longest reigning United States champion of all time. I was all for Logan Paul winning the United States title, but at the same time I expected him to hold it for a maximum of 3 months. I did not expect a 9-month reign. It's 9 months reign, like that is ridiculous. Third longest United States champion of all time. That should never have happened for Logan Paul anyway. But regardless, can't stop it. Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Personally, I thought Randy Orton or Kevin Owens should have took it at WrestleMania. They never did. But that's fine now because it all meant that LA Knight won the belt. And finally, I mean, it's about time they gave LA Knight something. He's not won a world title. He's not won a tag title. He won the Slim Jim Battle Royal last year at SummerSlam. SummerSlam sponsored Slim Jim again. And LA Knight being the Slim Jim sponsor, he had to win something this year at SummerSlam. So he won the United States title. It's about time. Give the man a mid-card title. See what he's really made of. It's all good when stars start rising and people start popping off, but it's all about how well they do as a champion. And it's time for LA Knight to prove himself, and it was time for Logan Paul to drop the belt, and LA Knight was the absolute perfect person to do this too, so well done WWE. Now, Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker at Money in the Bank. I thought Bron Breakker should win the Intercontinental title. Sami's a bit boring as champ. We don't want to see everyone be a longest reigning champ, so it's about time the belt gets dropped, and I think Bron Breakker's the perfect person. Only Bron Breakker lost that match clean, and I was like, I think Bron should have won that, but no. This again just proves Triple H knows what he's doing. He's smarter than all. He saved it. He thought not straight away, but a bit of suspense, right? Show that Sami is a dominant champion, and then run the match back. Don't do it first time, do it second time. And honestly, if it did it first time, it would have felt a bit nonchalant and a bit easy for Bron Breakker. So the fact that they ran it back at SummerSlam and Bron's won it on the second attempt, a lot better. But Bron Breakker, very talented, very strong and fast. One of the best rising stars. Definitely deserved the title. Let's talk about Bayley. Bayley won the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Bayley's my favourite female superstar on the roster. Everyone's been saying our run has not been the most entertaining, and fine, I'll back that. But I always loved Bayley having a title, but dropping it to Nia Jax, I did not expect. Although I kind of did see it coming a bit, because obviously she's just won Queen of the Ring. She's been doing a lot better on this run than she normally does. She's not been botching as much. She's been hard hitting. And obviously there was the tease that Tiffany Stratton would cash in, but we're not stupid. That would have been way too predictable. Like, they've done a lot of predictable things. That would have been way too predictable. So Tiffany Stratton obviously working with Nia Jax helped Nia Jax win the belt. And honestly, it's fine. It's a bit of excitement. Give Nia Jax a fair run. Fine. I'm not mad at it. But it's a bit obvious what the storyline is going to be about in the future. Nia Jax is the champ. Our best friend Tiffany Stratton's the Money in the Bank holder. They're going to turn on each other, obviously, and Tiffany's going to cash in on Nia Jax and become the ultimate babyface and win the title because everyone loves Tiffy time. So yeah, that's a bit obvious, but I'm not mad at it, even though it is Bayley losing the belt. I would love Bayley to keep the belt, so please do that. Please, please, please. Let's talk about the main event. The main event, Cody Rhodes defended the Undisputed WWE Championship against Solo Sikoa. It was a bit obvious Solo Sikoa was not going to win this belt, and they weren't just going to put Cody Rhodes in the main event to be... Obviously, Cody Rhodes is their face, and he's their main champion. So they're always going to want him in the main event. But Cody versus Solo, which is an obvious win for Cody in the main event, SummerSlam, not that easy. Obviously, something big was going to happen. Either Jimmy was going to come back, but most importantly, Roman was going to come back. And obviously, he did. And obviously, crowd popped. Everyone's like, yes, Roman's here. But let's not act like it was a surprise. We saw everything on this show coming. I mean, it's what we wanted, so we're glad we got it. But let's not act surprised here. Reigns is back. Solo Sikoa started running his mouth saying he's the best tribal chief. Roman Reigns came back with an OTC shirt. Anyone with a brain can read that straight away. Only tribal chief. Basically already saying he's walked in the arena. We're not sure if he's going after Cody or Solo, but it's already clear who he's going after because it says only tribal chief. That's referring to Solo Sikoa because Solo Sikoa is now running around saying he's the tribal chief with a new bloodline. So Roman Reigns comes in, attacks Solo Sikoa. Cody Rhodes gets a pin. But we knew as soon as it was bloodline rules, someone was going to come. There was going to be interference. There was bloodline rules at WrestleMania, so they could have the interference of John Cena, The Rock, Jimmy and Jay, Undertaker, all that. The fact that it's bloodline rules again, just it's another way of the WWE saying someone's going to get involved, and we don't want it to be the same shtick as referee gets knocked down and someone walks in, because that's stupid. I hate doing that stuff all the time. But again, like I said, even though the whole show was predictable, it's exactly what we wanted. Before I go into the Judgment Day malarkey, let's talk about CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins as special guest referee. Obviously, they're trying to recreate the Bret Hart, the Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. Was it Bret Hart, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels, I think? Rivalry, where Shawn Michaels was a special guest referee. Trying to recreate that, but it's its own storyline. Again, this was the only match where I couldn't properly predict the winner because it was very up in the air. Like, Seth being a special guest referee could have ended up messing it up for Drew, or CM Punk could have got away with a cheeky win, trying to cheat the system. Or most importantly, which is what happened, Seth would not really screw CM Punk, but mess it up for CM Punk, and Drew would get the win. Drew would get what he wanted, but obviously it ended as Seth into the triple threat rivalry, but also into the rivalry with CM Punk, so we can keep it going a bit longer. That was very good storytelling as well. CM Punk's bracelet being a massive factor in that match. Everyone wearing it, Seth randomly wearing it, so now CM Punk's probably going to have another match with Drew McIntyre, have a match with Rollins, they're probably going to have a triple threat match, whatever. Lead it all up to WrestleMania, where probably either going to be Seth versus CM Punk, or the triple threat match. Not bothered either way. But I'm glad to see CM Punk back coming. I'm glad to see he's not botching everything. Now, the one of these matches is in the mid-card, one was at the start of the show. Rhea Ripley comes back, she's back with Dom. She's trying to reclaim the World Heavyweight title off of Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan retains and Dom turns on Rhea. Exactly what we expected, right? Except we expected Dom to turn on Rhea, and because of that, well, he kind of did. So Dom kind of pulls the chair away from Rhea, Liv counters and pins Rhea, and then Dom kisses Liv, and it's all, whoa, Dom's just turned on Rhea. But we also coming, one of the most predictable stories of all time, but it's WWE for you. But then later on, when Priest had to defend his World Heavyweight title, Finn Balor comes out with costume. Again, we all saw this coming. But storytelling is fantastic, because last year at WrestleMania, Finn was fighting Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest was currently the Money in the Bank holder, comes down the ring. Instead of cashing in, goes, yeah, I'll help you, hands him the briefcase. And Rollins stomps Finn's head on the briefcase, and Finn loses the match as a result of Priest. So this is great storytelling. Because of this, Finn Balor cost Priest the World Heavyweight title at SummerSlam. But this just shows the fallout of the Judgment Day. Obviously, Dom has turned on Rhea and Finn has turned on Damian Priest. Now, they could have all just went their separate ways. Finn and JD could have been tag team champs. Dom and Liv could have been a great power couple on their own, which probably would have been the only one that excelled, because JD and Finn probably end up breaking up and just not WWE doing nothing with them. Carlito would be completely dead in the water. So I'm glad they've kept Judgment Day alive, because it gives Carlito something to do. It means we still get to the Judgment Day, and it means we have that heel group and we have a bit of a rivalry for Damian and Rhea. And it was a very smart move that Damian and Rhea, the two most powerful in the group, got turned on, because obviously Rhea's always had the pull, but they're now going to have the massive babyface pull and make them massive babyfaces. Damian Priest gets cheered like a saint now, and I don't know where it's come from, but it's come out of nowhere, but it's great storytelling, fantastic. I don't know if they're not going to, I don't think they'll have them as a couple, but I reckon they'll have Damian Priest and Rhea as a partnership, babyface partnership, but I'm glad they've kept the Judgment Day intact. Great storytelling, obviously very predictable, but that's not always, it doesn't always have to be unpredictable, as long as it's a good story. And it's what we all wanted, to be fair, so still got the Judgment Day, but obviously they turned on Priest and Rhea. But what I found interesting, Edge started the Judgment Day with Priest. They brought in Rhea, then they brought in Finn, and then Edge was turned on. Edge was the original member, right? Since then, they've brought in Dom, JD, and Carlito. The next people they've turned on were Damian and Rhea. The first person to be turned on was Edge, and he was the original member. The next two people to be turned on was Priest and Rhea, and they were the next two original members. That tells me somewhere down the line, and we don't know how far down the line, maybe Finn, because let's not forget, Finn was massive in Japan. Finn came to WWE, first ever Universal Champion, 2-time NXT Champion, former United States Champion and Intercontinental Champion. Finn Balor definitely has main event babyface pull. Finn Balor can be a massive star. Maybe somewhere down the line, Finn Balor gets turned on and I'm calling it. But as far as the show for SummerSlam, I didn't watch the show, I didn't watch the matches, so I can't really judge. But LA Knight, let's talk about the positives. LA Knight won the belt, yes. Logan Paul lost the belt, yes. Braun Breaker won the belt, yes. Dom and Liv power couple, yes. Liv kept the belt, okay. It's been maybe a negative. Cody Rhodes retains, Reigns is back. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins story continues, but great match. Very good show. Nia Jax, champ, okay. I guess it's decent. Very good, full of positives, great show. I'm excited for the next pay-per-view. They've already announced Bash in Berlin, Randy Orton versus Gunther, so we'll see how that goes. And obviously, they're calling it a rematch from the King of the Ring. I'm like that they're capitalising on a real-life situation where the pin was failed. I'm liking that they're capitalising on that. They're not going to ignore it. It brings a bit of legitimacy to the company. But it's also a good rematch and a solid, especially when Gunther's going to Berlin, where he's going to be well known because he's Austrian. Is that what it is? I think he's Austrian, but he speaks German. He's obviously German, so he's going to go there, and it's going to be obviously a big star. And most of the time, you'd say, "Oh, Randy might beat Gunther," but obviously, if Gunther beats Randy Orton in his home, that's going to be massive. Going to propel him so much further as World Heavyweight Champion. But solid show. Exactly what I wanted, especially when we're coming off of Money in the Bank where the results were shit. They were, I was mad at every single match on Money in the Bank. So SummerSlam definitely redeemed it. Put it back up. They definitely paid off their debt there. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.